like, no. And you know what? We got to extract this principle here. There are so many older men like that I grew up around and just would hear them say stuff, and they would say comments like that, like, we'll get a little prostitute, a little stripper, something so you can lose your virginity. And that's like, that's not okay.
Yeah, right.
And that's actually a bigger problem at hand, because it's a lot of our daddies and grandpas and uncles who think that that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't heard the barbershop. I mean, you've been in barbershop before. You hear them barbershop conversations and you like, and we looking back like that's not okay.
You'll be surprised what you hear, man. It'd be some people, like you said, people think it's normal, the stuff that, they be going on. I'll be looking like, sometimes I keep to myself about a lot of shit, but yeah, I hear some crazy stuff before. So
What would I do in this situation? Now, it's one of the parts of the show where we don't necessarily go into that, because I would never do that. I know you would never do that. But let's say in a situation where I am saying something and I'm pressing an issue that I can see is making a person uncomfortable, or pressing an issue where I can see this person is like, I don't want to do that. Like, no. So for me, if I'm saying something, a great example would be in podcasting, right? Where you maybe, I know with me, I'll ask a question and I can kind of gauge like if a person kind of wants to keep going or they kind of like, nah, I'm cool. Like you can tell by kind of their reaction, like,
right.
Just let's move on. And so you have to be able to read the room and read the room. What I think that's an issue in today's society. People don't know how to read the room.
Yep.
And as DJ Akademiks, who've been doing this interview stuff, one of the OGs, we could even say in the game, with content creation, it's like, you still doing this kind of stuff. This is like rookie stuff.
Yeah.
In this situation, like I said, and I've been in a situation before where I might have asked somebody something and it kept trying to almost pry almost. And, it backfired horribly. And I know this wasn't his first time doing that. So it's just kind of like, in this situation with you, because you're very, calm, cool, collected kind of guy, but you are a podcaster as well. So have you ever been in a situation where you asked somebody something that you could tell they didn't want to talk about?
Yeah, most definitely. I would probably say, every time I've had a guest, there's been a few things that I've touched on and, kind of asked, and you can just tell by the response, that they didn't want to elaborate further.